Next game on the list, we have Baltimore. This is a great game. Baltimore -6 at Buffalo. Let me just kind of run through the numbers. So Baltimore scoring offense, 33.8 points. That's good enough for first in the league. Defensively, they only give up 18.2 points for fifth in the league. That's one of the best nets. That's almost a net differential, basically point differential per game of 15. That's ridiculous. Now Buffalo, on their in their own right, they score 21.4 points per game. That's good, but not great. And then defensively, they only give up 15.7 points per game. Good enough for third in the league. Very, very good. Okay. Even if you look at the home and away numbers, Baltimore away is scoring 39.5 points per game. They're actually scoring more away from home, giving up 16.8. So that's basically a 22 or a 23 point differential there. Buffalo, meanwhile, at home is scoring less, and they're giving up about the same, slightly a little bit more. So this home and away stuff. If you look at just high level numbers, you have to like the value. Baltimore under a touchdown. The way they've been playing this year. No disrespect to Buffalo, but I just like the way Baltimore's playing. At this point, they have the number one seed in the playoffs. And what I find is young teams, and they have young leadership, especially with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Young teams like to win in the regular season, okay? When the Patriots have been, not playing so well the last couple of weeks, they've, incurred a couple of losses, and certainly last week against Houston. New England's a 10-2 team. They're not sweating losses. Baltimore, as a young team, I feel like they want to win more, and they want to get that number one seed in the playoffs, and it's important to them. New England doesn't really care. Of course, yes, they like it, but they don't care as much as Baltimore. So when a team like Baltimore plays a really good team like Buffalo, I think they're going to bring everything that they have to try to maintain that number one seed. Now, Buffalo's very good. I do think it's kind of a closer game than Baltimore fans would imagine, but I do think it's a little bit deeper of a game than Buffalo fans would imagine. But we're going to get to see it play out. It's another great game. Brad and I will be talking about this in our game preview, and I will be doing a deep dive on this game, so check those things out as well. But Baltimore, I'm going to take the -6. Anytime Baltimore is under 7 points based on the average point differential there, I think I'm going to lean Baltimore. There are a few teams like that. If you're getting under a touchdown, I'll take that value. Baltimore it is for me. Brad agrees, and my computers also agree. So that's a trifecta. That's a 3 for 3 on us. Fantasy-wise, now this is interesting. Lamar Jackson is projected as a sit. I am overriding Rockobot. I think Lamar Jackson scores and scores well. Mark Ingram is a start. I do not have any of the receivers for Baltimore as starts, although, I might take a risk on Marquise Brown, but, Buffalo has some really good cornerbacks, so, I'm a little iffy there. Now, Mark Andrews, I like him this week, and Boyle might get some yardage as well, but I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring. However, I do like that value for Baltimore. Now, on Buffalo's side, Josh Allen is a fringe start. I roll with him. I like his rushing yards. Devin Singletary is actually projected as a sit. I don't care. I'm overriding Rockobot once again. I think you can feel safe flexing out Devin Singletary. If you're relying on him to carry your fantasy team, cross those fingers. Let's see here. John Brown is a definite start. I like Cole Beasley as a flex play, but you can find some better value out there. I only have him projected as a 10, and then I don't like tight end, so there you go.